Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. Are you one of those folks who just dreads the old family reunion, you know, because it seems like there's always at least one person, somebody, some relative you really would like to avoid?
There are ways to prepare for those get-togethers without putting too much stress on yourself. Joining us now is Dr. Noah St. John, the author of The Secret Code of Success, and he says, do not sweat those awkward situations. Okay, Dr. St. John, why do people dread the family reunion?
Well, you know, we've heard about agoraphobia, which is the fear of leaving home. What I realize is there's something that's actually called nostophobia, which is the fear of going home. So, you know, we really have this on a spectrum. People look at the family reunion in one of two ways, which is, oh boy, I can't wait, and oh my God, how do I get out of this? Really? So really, we're on that spectrum, and so my advice is just really realize what you're getting into, take a deep breath, and, you know, we have some real specific steps here. But just, we know these are kind of a necessary thing that we have to do, so we really want to give people steps that they can prepare for.
All right, you have 5 steps that you have laid out to make things simple for people to survive the old family reunion. All right, let's talk about them.
So the first one is called expect the expected. Now, we hear a lot about expect the unexpected.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you need to expect the expected. That means we all know somebody that has expected someone to change. Right? And if only so-and-so, if only Uncle Bob wouldn't say this, Uncle Bob's gonna say it. Okay, they're gonna be the same person. So just expect it. But ironically, when you expect someone to change, your stress level goes up. So I'm saying just relax, realize that your mom is gonna do what she's always done. Your dad, your grandpa, everybody's going to be the same. It's like going up to a birch tree and yelling at it to be an oak tree.
Right.
The trees don't change, so people don't change either. Accept it. Amazingly, your stress level will go down.
That is such good advice.
Very smart.
Because
Very
everybody finds himself worrying about that one person, thinking if only they'll just behave themselves. Well, they probably won't.
They won't. They will not. Guaranteed. Your stress, you're just like, wow, that is so cool.
Thank you. I needed that.
For it. Okay.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Step 2.
Step number 2.
So step 2 is called use afformations, not affirmations. Now, we all know what an affirmation is. It's a statement of something you'd like to be true, like, I'm happy, I am calm. And your brain says, no, I'm not. So what I invented is a process called afformations, which are empowering questions like, why am I so calm? Why am I so confident? Now, you ask an empowering question like this, your brain actually looks to solve it, and you become calm. I got an email from a mom in Germany who had read my books, and she'd used these affirmations. She had a 15-year-old daughter who was misbehaving, totally rebellious. She said just using her, the affirmations, teaching her the affirmations, she's completely changed. It's changed her whole family and literally changed her life. So these affirmations are incredibly powerful, and you can use them right away.
Let's go to number 3.
Number 3 is called find your no. That means that people, oftentimes we get asked to do things, and you really don't want to do it. So we've lost our ability to say no. That means you got to set boundaries. Sometimes, you know, people feel like, oh, if so-and-so asked me to do it, I have to do it. You don't have to do it. Now, so that means you have to find your no, and that means to stand your ground. Now, I know it's easy to say that, but what I say is finding your no is like a muscle. You don't go into the gym and expect to lift 200 pounds the first time. So you got to build up your muscle by saying no to small things. Like if somebody calls you to be on a committee you don't want to be on, say no. If somebody calls you and asks you to do something, just say no.
It's hard to do.
It is hard to do, and that's why it is like a muscle. You have to build that up, and we don't want to be a doormat and have people just walk all over us, because guess what? Everyone has an agenda, and it's not going to be yours.
All right, next step, please.
4.
Step 4 is to act like a stranger. Now, that sounds kind of weird.
That does sound weird.
But what I mean is, have you ever noticed we're very nice to strangers? Like we're just talking with folks in the green room, and oh, well, and you're always nice to strangers. But with their family, what do? You know, you punch them, and you don't even look at them anymore. So when you act like a stranger, you ask questions. What do you do with a stranger? What do you do? And what type of... So I know you know your family, but maybe there's things you don't know about members of your family, even people you've known for years and years. Why does Uncle Bob love that sports team? Why does Aunt Susie crochet? What is it about that? So ask a lot of open-ended questions. Open-ended questions. What, why, how, and then you'll get people to know about that.
Really quickly, number 1.
Number 1 is be a mirror.
Or 5.
My 5 on the, be a mirror, not a light. That means everybody wants attention. Everybody has a sign that says, please make me feel important. Well, you have that sign too, but be a mirror rather than a light, trying to be that person who outshines everybody. Let everybody else have the attention. You don't need an attention. It's not a competition. Realize that it's so awesome to be a mirror. Just sit back and let other people have the attention.
Great advice, Dr. Noah St. John. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much. Daytime will be right back.